Are you ready? Are you ready for making it or faking it? Making it or faking it, diving headfirst into LA Shark Tank. Fiction, non-fiction, believe what you want to believe. Jail sucks. Fuck prison. That's all Mickey can say for it. I've been in this cranky hellhole for 5 hours. Well, I always knew I'd end up here for at least one stretch. The rest of my life I'll be determined to stay out. Which of course would lead you to think I plan on playing it safe once I do get out. Which of course couldn't be further from the truth. I just plan on not coming back here. Everything after that's a run-on sentence. The two LA County sheriffs I ran into were the colors cliche combo of Penn and Duvall, the young buck and the old bull patrolling the LA streets. So these coppers, we'll call the young punk Glaze and the old bull Jelly, booked me for reckless driving on Sunset Boulevard, tacking on additional fines for no license, insurance, and registration for my street illegal motorcycle. So I'm sitting here in the holding cell, chatting them up, realizing they're just regular guys, although Glaze gets an obvious hard-on from being a cop, while Jelly was just a hard-working American who put in more hours than the job required and had it married because he couldn't pursue his profession. I like Jelly much more than Glaze, and it was obvious all these guys wanted was a little respect. And minutes later, Jelly, my new deputy donut friend, began passing on his worldly wisdom. You know, a guy told me one time all women want is to be loved and men want to be respected. And then he starts inquiring into what knowledge I might hold. So tell me, Mickey, what do you think is a good idea for a movie? And one might have thought we were the best buddies as I signed the bailiff sheet, but then Jelly vanishes. Glaze comes in and takes my prints, and then tosses me in the cell with a failed promise I would be out in 1 hour. And now I'm boxed in with a Serbian kid who swears he's not a meth, but his eyes are midnight ghosts, and his teeth resemble cracked Jolly Ranchers, and he staggers in endless circles for 8 hours straight as 10 a.m. turns into 6 a.m. and I'm furious because I've lost my bike, my Saturday night, and the Los Angeles Sheriff's Department just legally robbed me. I wasn't exactly sure how I was going to extract revenge from the establishment, but my answer appeared the following week when I'm hanging out with my girl Callie on the sidewalk of a liquor store in Venice, and we're negotiating the terms of a lifetime sex pass with each other. So you mean even if I get married, Mickey? Of course, Callie. Marriage doesn't have anything to do with it. The same goes with me. Mickey has principles, and a deal's a deal. But just before we reach a binding agreement, two mountain bike cops show up wearing NBA Magic Johnson NBA-style short shorts, and they're strutting around with the cockiness of a college basketball star that never went to class. So these cops, we'll call them Sprinkles and Donut Hole, think they're untouchable and act accordingly, parking their mountain bikes outside the store without locking them, acting like they're the outskirts of Kansas, even though Venice was the closest to the barrio of Tijuana. And when they walk in the store, completely sure of themselves. I thought maybe they needed to learn a lesson. I turn to Callie and their eyes light up. Clearly a man that she's always been looking for, because we're thinking about the exact same thing. I peek into the store, and sure enough, the cops are doing exactly what are taking their sweet time, because nobody would dare fuck with them like they fuck with us. And before the district dispatcher knows it, Sprinkles runs out of the store and Donut Hole follows. They stole my bike! They stole my bike! And then Donut Hole radios back to the station headquarters that we'll call Dunkin' Donuts, frantic as any 6th grader who got jacked by the neighborhood bully. And Mayday's the message. My bike was stolen! My bike was stolen! All the while, I'm pedaling desolately through the back alleys of Venice, struggling to change gears because Sprinkles has some long fucking legs. When I barrel into an adjoining parking lot, I pass some brothers who just got done playing on the courts of White Man Can't Jump. They catch a glimpse of me, Mick the Quick, fly by in a bike cop with no shirt, no badge, no gun on the ship, and moving at the speed of Vance Juice Strong at a Tour de France time trial. Damn, the brothers in Jordans and Jerseys say, because they have no idea what they saw was real. But I'm already gone, pedaling at the pace of a cartoon character, and the adrenaline I'm feeling probably rivals the anger Donut Hole is experiencing, because whether he ends up having a rampart scandal career or cracking the back alley of case, this incident will stick like a grade school nickname, and for the rest of his law enforcement life, all the glazed, sprinkled coconut twists and jellies in this baker's dozen squad will be buying him bike locks for Christmas. I tossed my hat in the bushes, bought a new outfit at a used clothing store, and ditched the copper's bike, heaving it off an overpass and onto the 10 freeway, smiling the entire time as I have a profoundly enjoyable vision of the sarcastic ridiculing Donut Hole and Sprinkles will feel at the next cop squad meeting, when the Cannondale trampolines off the concrete, plastic lights and fanny packs exploding into the shoulder next to the fast lane. I got the fuck out of Dodge because I raced across streets and cop fence after fence. I heard enough stress sirens that indicate more than a few good men in the sister city had it out for me. When I reached Callie's pad and closed the door behind me, I was satisfied that even knowing if it wasn't in the movies, Mickey Straight had left at least one ripple effect on the city of Los Angeles for a day.